The worst flash floods and river floods in Pakistan's history hit the country in July 2010, when it already faced a considerable economic crisis, leaving the country in a state of shock and extreme chaos, further slowing down the pace of development and increasing unemployment. The Global Disaster Alert and Coordination System placed Pakistan on Orange Flood Alert and categorized the floods as Severity Class 1. The UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, on his visit to Pakistan, said the flooding was the worst natural disaster he had ever seen. The floods first hit in the northwest, wiping out much of its infrastructure, and subsequently the bloated rivers gushed toward the south and the east, displacing millions of more people, submerging villages and destroying roads and bridges, inundating 25% of agricultural land and raising the prospect of food shortages in the coming months in an already poor nation. 77 districts of the country out of a total of 121 districts were severely devastated. According to the official figure, almost 2,000 lost their lives, while an estimated 10 million heads of livestock drowned. Up to 20 million people were rendered homeless. At one point, about 1/5 of the country was submerged underwater. Reaching out to stranded survivors in remote areas was only possible through helicopters. Life in the affected areas came to a complete standstill. The flood waters swept along all kinds of waste matter, including factory effluents, human and animal waste, and carcasses of dead animals, causing widespread outbreaks of many fatal diseases like diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, typhoid, hepatitis, besides other waterborne diseases and infections. An estimated 3.5 million children are still at high risk from these deadly diseases. An estimated 1.471 million acres of crops were destroyed in the Punjab province alone, which is Pakistan's breadbasket. Farmers in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa lost 35 billion rupees worth of crops. Established in 2005, Interfaith League Against Poverty, ILAP, an Islamabad-based CSO, was among those organizations which were swift in dealing with the impending crisis in the country. ILAP came to the forefront during this hour of need and dealt with the emergency response in a highly befitting manner. ILAP is committed to bring interfaith harmony in the country, and its main focus is to assist the marginalized communities irrespective of their faith, caste and creed in order to strengthen them economically while highlighting the importance of peace and interfaith harmony in their daily lives. The endeavor of ILAP is to bring people of different faiths closer and make them aware of the importance and value of peace, tolerance and respect. ILAP has a dedicated and focused team of 130 staff members who are led by a strong responsibility towards society. They are at all times prepared to deal with natural calamities and man-made catastrophic situations in an organized and well-strategized approach. ILAP is presently extending its flood relief services in 2 districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and 1 district of the Punjab. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, ILAP is providing assistance to 8,000 families in District Naushera and District Jarsadda, while in the Punjab it is helping 24,800 families in District Rahim Yar Khan. ILAP successfully completed its first phase of relief covering the following sectors: food aid, non-food items, wash, shelter. ILAP distributed food aid comprised of wheat flour, lentils, sugar, tea and salt. Non-food items which included blankets, mattresses and quilts, kitchen sets, gas cylinders, jerry cans. Water and sanitation and hygiene, WASH, included hygiene kits, bathing facilities and toilets. Shelter included tents and shelter kits. During the month of Ramzan, ILAP further facilitated the tent inhabitants in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa by daily distributing food at iftar time. ILAP provided food assistance to 8,000 families, residents of 7 union councils of District Nowshera and 8 union councils of District Jarsadda for a period of 2 months.
We are very blessed to have ILAP as our partner here in Pakistan. We have worked with them before in Baluchistan and in the Swat Valley.
We're privileged to be in Pakistan right at this time, working with ILAP. It's a wonderful opportunity to get to know ILAP, to see the integrity of their leadership, the strength of their staff, and the excellence of their commitments to the people of Pakistan who've been so seriously affected by this flood.
We are new in the country and we've been received by ILAP, and we are hoping to work with them in the future for the people of Pakistan.
The aid package included 80 kilograms wheat flour, 40 kilograms rice, 5 liters cooking oil, 4 kilograms sugar, 400 grams tea, 400 grams lentils, 800 grams iodized salt, and a packet of 10 match boxes. This package contained nutrition value of 2,135 calories, which were higher than the international requirement of 2,000 calories per person per day.
I'm very grateful and thankful to see ILAP over here working for the flood affected people in Nowshera and Jarsadda.
ILAP वालों को मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ जी, कि गरीब लोगों को इमदाद देते हैं।
हमारे लिए तुम सामान भेजा है, हम बहुत खुश हैं, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Working with 8,000 families in Nowshera and Jarsadda, ILAP provided non-food items which included jerry cans, gas cylinders, kitchen sets, mosquito nets and hygiene kits. In addition to offering help in the shape of food and non-food items, ILAP also provided tents to 4,850 families with an aim of providing resistance against intense weather conditions, especially keeping in mind the harsh winter season.
We are grateful to them that they are here in Jarsadda and they are also working in Nowshera, two very devastated districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province.
In District Rahim Yar Khan, ILAP assisted a total of 5,500 families by providing them with food aid for a period of 3 months. Catering to the needs of 8,000 displaced families in Rahim Yar Khan, ILAP distributed 2 blankets per family. ILAP also distributed agricultural tools, jerry cans, kitchen sets, stoves and hygiene kits. With an aim of providing temporary shelter, ILAP provided a total of 8,000 families of District Rahim Yar Khan with shelter kits. In order to restore semblance of a normal life and to create livelihood opportunities, ILAP targeted 13,858 small farmers who had a holding of 2 to 3 acres each by assisting them in preparing their land for cultivation. The total area of prepared land was 32,000 acres. For this purpose, ILAP engaged rental tractors and power tillers to plough the land, besides rehabilitating existing watercourses for irrigation. ILAP also took the responsibility of repairing 2,025 tube wells and generators in 14 union councils of Rahim Yar Khan. Keeping in mind the devastation to indigenous crops, ILAP also provided fodder to 3,500 families for their cattle. The similar procedure was carried out in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa for restoration of livelihood activities in agriculture. ILAP undertook work with 1,500 small farmers and prepared their land for cultivation with the help of rental tractors, and later distributed agricultural relief packages among the farmers, which consisted of vegetable seeds, fertilizer and DAP. The devastating floods left millions of people without shelter and basic necessities of life. After providing emergency relief services in the first cycle and recovery assistance in the second cycle, ILAP has now successfully entered into the third cycle of reconstruction. Under this phase, ILAP is constructing 2,000 one-room core houses in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the Punjab, which would be a total of 4,000 houses for most deserving families. ILAP has played a pivotal role in lessening the miseries of the flood-affected families. These families not only lost their dear ones, their homes, valuable possessions and livestock, but also sacrificed their dignity while accepting aid in makeshift shelters. Commendable credit goes to ILAP and its dedicated team for helping these traumatized families in rehabilitation and recovery, and making it possible for them to spend their time of trial in dignified living conditions and well-managed relief camps. By the grace of God, soon these families will be able to move ahead and better focus on resuming their lives.
I am pleased to introduce Interfaith League Against Poverty, which is a national organization working in Pakistan since 2004. Interfaith League Against Poverty is a relief and development organization which is currently working in three main big provinces of Pakistan, namely Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab and Balochistan. On behalf of ILAP board, ILAP team and entire nation of Pakistan, I would like to express my deep gratitude to CIWRC, CFGB, ZOA, Food for Hungry, AFTA USAID, UN, FAO, ECO and ECHO for their kind contribution towards the flood affected of Pakistan.